Hello, it is I. Now, supercars are powerful, luxurious, fast, loud, beautiful, and 10 times out of 10, very expensive. Overall, they're pretty serious bits of kit. However, sometimes supercar manufacturers add quirky little features to these supercars to, you know, get Dr. Image to make a video on the car. And seeing as supercars are of course super expensive, a lot of these quirky features are really cool. Stuff you may never see in your mom's Vauxhall Zafira. So here are 10 supercars with very quirky features. Now before getting into this video, did you see what I did there? I hopped that you pressed the like button. 4,000 likes is the target as per usual. Liking the video is free and it helps out so much more than you can imagine. And seeing as over half of you guys watching right now have not subscribed, do consider subscribing to the channel down below. We are on the road to 200k and I love having new faces here in the channel. Thank you very much, and now let's get into the first car, which is the McLaren Senna. Now the McLaren Senna is a very heavily motorsport influenced car. You can tell this from the size of the massive retractable wing on the back and yeah, just the wing. Look at the size of it, man. But it's not just the active aero and legendary name that tells you that this is a serious track car, as the Senna featured a lot of other motorsport influenced features inside of the car too, from the Alcantara bucket seats to the carbon fiber tub, all the way to the drink system. Yep, this McLaren Senna had a drink system, just like Formula 1 cars of today. As for £5,000 you can get a bottle that you slot in the middle of the car, which leads to a little hose that you put in your mouth, of which you can sip water whilst driving. A very motorsporty feature right there. The Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport. The Bugatti Veyron was one of the most talked about cars in the 21st century, and rightfully so, as it was such an impressive car. It'll go down in the history books as one of the greatest cars ever made, as people love the engine, the turbos, the sound, the interior, the design, the spoiler. There was so much to love about this car. But there's one thing which a lot of people did not know about the car, as in 2009 Bugatti released their target top version of the Veyron, called the Grand Sport, which featured a hidden umbrella somewhere you'd never expect it to be seen. Nope, it's not in the door cars like a Rolls Royce, nor in the glove compartment, as the umbrella was the roof. Yep, the soft top on this Veyron can be turned into an umbrella, if the driver ever decided to take his car into the UK during the summer. How cool is that? The Lamborghini Huracan. The Huracan was Lamborghini's successor to the Gallardo. Yep, the V10 lineup of Lamborghini. Some say these Lambos are the most boring cars of their lineup, but the Huracan says otherwise, as it had quite a quirky feature which I found pretty strange. Now I don't know if this is an intentional quirky feature or an accidental one, but the car is just full of hexagons. The airbag has a hexagon, the air vents are hexagonal, the speedometer is a hexagon, the starter switch is a hexagon, the door handles are hexagons, the door mirrors are hexagons, the wheel spokes have hexagons, the grille mesh is hexagonal, the speakers are hexagons, the interior plastic trim are hexagons, the quilted seats have hexagons on them, the rear view camera surround is hexagonal, the door latches have hexagons, the fuel door has a hexagon, the driving mode selector is hexagonal, the door handles are hexagons, the mirror switches are hexagonal. I think you get what I'm trying to say. There are a ton of hexagons throughout the Huracan. This might be because carbon lasers are represented in hexagons, or the designer had a massive fetish for hexagons. Either way, it is pretty weird and quirky. The Mercedes AMG GT Black. Now when Mercedes make a car they're very proud of, they make a black series of it. We've seen it with the CLK, SLK, SL65, SLS, C63 and most recently the AMG GT. This car is equipped with an array of obnoxious features, which shout to you, look at me, I am a lightweight supercar. Like the massive front grille, the carbon fiber bonnet, the super aggressive aero kit, the menacing quad exhaust tips, and the behemoth of a wing that's on top of another wing. Basically, in short, it's a very in-your-face car, but it has a few subtle Easter eggs about it too, which a lot of you probably did not know about. Like the fact that on this Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2R tyres, there is what believes to be a silhouette of the car etched into the sidewall. That is just attention to detail on a whole nother level. Though when you replace the tyres, which you will have to do seeing as it's an AMG, then this little car on your sidewall will unfortunately go away. Aww. The Noble M600. The Noble M600 is a hideously underrated car. Unlike companies like Ferrari, Lamborghini and Maserati, who started making their prestigious supercars in the beautiful provinces of Italy, Noble started hand making their cars in a shed in Leicester. Yep, home to Jamie Vardy and Kamikaze. And in 2010 they released their all new M600, a 650 brake horsepower V8 supercar, which came with a 6-speed manual gearbox. That sort of power in this 1.2 ton car GTR is very dangerous. You would not want to turn off traction control accidentally in this. Well, Noble decided to take all safety precautions just in case this happened, by making the traction control button the exact same missile launching switch you'd see in the Panavia Tornado fighter jet. This car literally has a fighter jet switch in it. That is just mental. You don't get that in the GTR. The Jaguar XJ220. Now, Jaguar are known for making sensible cars for old people, but the XJ220? It was far from sensible, as it was powered by a twin turbocharged V6, producing 542 brake horsepowers, and twin turbochargers in the early 90s were no joke. It was a properly scary car to drive with the top speed of 212 miles per hour, and the craziness carries on inside the car too, especially with the doors. Now, some sports cars come with air vents on the doors, cars like the Nissan 350Z and 370Z, but the XJ220? It comes with 4 gauges on the doors. Yep, there were literal working gauges on the doors, something that's never been done on any other car in the world. So yeah, very old school and quirky stuff from Jaguar. The Koenigsegg Gemera. In 2020, Koenigsegg revealed their Gemera, a 4-seater Grand Tourer sports car that can go from 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, going up to a top speed of 248 miles per hour. All that from a 2-litre 3-cylinder engine. What a madness. And on top of incredible performance, you also get a fair amount of quirky features as well, like its huge doors, its speedometer screen mounted onto the steering wheel, its bright yellow interior, and this dash cam that hovers. What in the Cyberpunk 2077 is this? Koenigsegg calls this the Death Star, and it can spin 360 degrees, giving you a fully immersive view of your drive in this car. What a very Koenigsegg thing to do. The Ferrari F50. The F50 is a legendary V12 supercar, created by Ferrari in 1995, and it was loved and recognised for many reasons, like the fact that its engine was derived from a V12 Ferrari Formula 1 car, the mesh vents on the back that lets you see the engine, the fact that it was Outrun 2's cover car, and that someone decided to put their baby into one of the bonnet vents. But there's one thing which a lot of people don't know about the F50, and it's the fact that if you bought one back when they were new, then you could get them with a massive box to store the car's roof, a luggage set trimmed in black leather and red fabric, seat covers, and tailored driving shoes created by Toots, so you don't have to drive your multi-million-pound Ferrari supercar in your creased dirty Air Forces. Very nice touch, Ferrari. The TVR Tuscan. Now, TVRs make some of the quirkiest cars known to mankind. They make Teslas look sensible, as the interior in this TVR was quite chaotic to say the least. Everything was trimmed in leather, there were random gold buttons everywhere, the steering wheel was straight out of Hit My Ride, the gauge pod was lit up in so many weird colours, and the steering column had air vents in it. Yep, TVR didn't put air vents on the dashboard like every other car manufacturer, they put them on the steering column facing the driver's chest. What strange placement. So if in the summer you get a very hot chest, then get a Tuscan. It'll be the perfect car for you. And that's the end of the video. Ooh. Yeah. If you want to see more videos just like this one, then make sure to subscribe to the channel down below. We are trying to hit 200k by the end of this year, so any help would be much appreciated. Also, leave a comment down below, it helps a lot with the YouTube algorithm, and I'll try to get to as many of you people as I can. Thank you very much, and I'll catch up with you guys very soon. Until next time, have a good one, guys. Stay safe, stay inside. Until next time, out. Cheers.
Dinero's what I'm out to get. Sombrero, I get hat and then I'm out again. Got an A1 Chica with a drive like a 3 litre, that's what she needs D4 like the outfit.